please stand for Pledge of Allegiance.
City of Romulus City Council regular meeting for Monday, January 5th, 2015. The roll will show that all members are present. Tonight's council meeting agenda is as follows. Number 1, agenda, 2 minutes, 3 petitioner, 4 chairperson's report, 5 mayor's report, 6 clerk's report, 6B treasurer's report, 7 public comment, 8 unfinished business, 9 new business, 10 communication, and 11 adjournment. And a motion would be in order to accept the regular council meeting agenda as presented.
So moved.
Support.
It's been motioned by Mr. Kraut, supported by Ms. Roscoe for approval of the agenda as presented. Mr. Kraut?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth? Yes. Ms. Makowski?
Yes.
Ms. Choate?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, agenda approved.
2A, approval of the minutes from the regular council meeting held December 22nd, 2014.
I'll move for December 22nd, 2014.
Support.
Been motioned by Mr. Wadsworth, supported by Ms. Abdo, for approval of the minutes from the regular council meeting held December 22nd, 2014. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call vote. Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo? Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Ms. Makowski?
Yes.
Mr. Kraut?
Yes.
Ms. Choate?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
2B, request approval of the minutes from the special meeting held on December 22nd, 2014 at 7:00 p.m. This was a study session to discuss the Romulus Recreation Master Plan.
So moved. Support.
Been motioned by Ms. Makowski, supported by Ms. Roscoe, for approval of the minutes from the special meeting held on December 22nd, 2014 at 7 p.m. study session at the Romulus Recreation Master Plan. Discussion? Roll call vote. Ms. Makowski?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Mr. Kraut?
Yes.
Ms. Choate?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
2C, request approval of the minutes from the executive session held on Monday, December 29th, 2014. This was to discuss attorney opinion letter.
So move to approve the minutes from the special meeting on December 29th. Support.
Been motioned by Ms. Roscoe, supported by Ms. Makowski, for approval of the minutes from the executive session held on Monday, December the 29th, 2014. Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Ms. Makowski?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Mr. Kraut?
Yes.
Ms. Choate?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Abstain.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
There are no petitioners on the agenda this evening. Number 4 is the chairperson's report. And Mr. Chair, I just want to bring to your attention that we do have one request from the audience to speak under your report, and this is from Bishop Stargell.
Okay. Mr. Starr, I'll bring you up just in a few minutes. I just wanted to, as one of our chairperson's report, earlier we had a study session to discuss the city of Romulus visiting plan, and that was 6 o'clock. And now, Mr. Starr, you may enter the podium.
First of all, I'd like to thank everyone. It's a new year. Happy New Year's to everyone here. I'm Bishop Walter L. Starger, Jr., President of the Western Wing NAACP, and just to report out how I was out of town in Washington, D.C. on the last council meeting, but I was very well informed on what actions were taken. I'd like to commend Leroy Burkhoff, the mayor, for stepping up for justice. The incident is that the bid process for the newspaper that represents the city of Romulus, we understood that you guys put out a bid, the bid went out, and the bids were returned. One newspaper did not return a bid. And you guys inadvertently, I believe, did not want to put the bid out, but then again, you voted on last week to continue the bid process as it went forward. But as we know, when we are out having sports, nobody like to be cheated. It's like the Lions game yesterday. We felt bad when the call didn't go our way. But in all fairness, the Telegram newspaper was the lowest bidder. And I would like for you guys to stand up behind that newspaper, to give that paper an opportunity. It's been in existence for over, I believe, 75 years. So therefore, the circulation is large. It handles all downriver. But the bottom line is the justice needs to be taken care of today, and we're looking forward to a good result of this issue at this time. Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem and the rest of the council. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Stark. At this time, I would like to call on our city treasurer, Stacy Page. She'd like to convey something.
I just wanted to say that my daughter, my oldest child, will be 18 years old tomorrow. So I wanted to wish her a very happy birthday. Her dad and I would like to wish her a happy birthday. So it's pretty scary when you think about your child turning 18, but time does fly by. But happy birthday, Alexis. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Treasurer.
Mr. Chair, if I may,
Yes.
I'm going to get in trouble if I don't tell my husband. Thank God you reminded me. I need to tell my husband happy birthday tomorrow, too. So, happy birthday, honey.
Okay. Thank you, Mr.
Mr.
Council.
Chairman,
Yes.
my oldest granddaughter will be 18 on Wednesday also, so,
Okay, all right.
and my second grandson will be 16 on January 21st.
Okay, since you're putting that out, there, well, anyway. Okay. Congratulations to everyone.
And
And,
my son will also have a birthday, January 21st.
oh, okay,
So happy birthday to everybody.
26. So, well, mine is the 13th of January. Might as well throw it in, the mayor, the attorney, okay.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, everyone. Good to be here, to have one. At this time, the chair gonna recognize Council Member Bill Wadsworth.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Obviously, within the last 6 weeks, we've had some difficulty here trying to pick an official newspaper. And I won't get into all the details. Everybody's aware of what has to take place. But according to 6.12, we cannot be without an official newspaper. So I would like for the next 30 days on a temporary basis, and I would urge the administration to work with both these papers and see if something can be worked out, but to keep the Associated News the official paper for the next 30 days.
I support that.
It's been motioned by Mr. Wadsworth, supported by Ms. Choke, to appoint the Associated Newspaper for the next 30 days. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call vote. Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Choke?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
No.
Ms. Makowski?
No.
Mr. Kraut?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
No.
Chair votes. Chair votes no, chair votes. Motion, the Associated Newspaper will be temporary newspaper for the next 30 days.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Voted down.
We gotta end this.
It's voted down, I'm sorry. Motion failed.
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
I would make, in light of that, make a motion that we have the Telegraph be our temporary newspaper the next 30 days. Due
Support.
to the fact that they were the initial first lowest bidder.
Support.
Okay, we have a motion by Ms. Roscoe, supported by Ms. Makowski, for the Telegram newspaper to be the temporary newspaper for the next 30 days. Roll call vote. Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Ms. Makowski?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
No.
Mr. Kraut?
No.
Ms. Choate?
No.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
I'm sorry, your vote is yes?
Yes.
Chair votes yes. I count, Mr. Clerk, I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4 votes yes. And so our temporary paper will be Telegram.
Mr. Chairman, if I could just clarify one point.
Yeah.
The 30 days would actually be till January 30th because we're on the 5th now. Charter says you cannot be without official newspaper for more than 30 days. The contract with the previous official newspaper expired on December 31st. So I would count the 30 days from January 1.
Okay. Thank you for clarification. Okay.
By the end of that point in time, you still need to pick an official newspaper.
Right. And that date was the 31st, it extends to the 31st of January, correct?
Correct.
Okay, thank you. Okay, with that, that concludes the chairperson's report.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Ms. Roscoe.
I'll make a motion to accept your report.
Oh, support.
Motion by Ms. Roscoe, supported by Ms. Makowski, to accept the chairperson's report. In discussion, roll call vote, Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Ms. Makowski?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Mr. Kraut?
Yes.
Ms. Choate?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Chair votes yes. Motion approved, and thank you.
Number 5 is the mayor's report.
Good evening, council, treasurer, clerk, and audience. Tonight in my report, I'd like to start off with this quote from Arnold Glasow. It goes as this: "Live so that your friends can defend you, but never have to." And that's a good thought to stick with, and I appreciate your actions tonight. Couple other things before I get into my report for action. Thanks for being a part of the vision process. We had that study session earlier. I'm really excited about the vision process. You're going to see and hear more tomorrow. You're going to hear more in the budget process, and as we move forward with master plan, recreation plan, things that impact the whole community. So it was a great process, good takeaway. The State of the City is tomorrow at the Sheraton at noon. If for some reason you weren't able to RSVP, we're going to continue to get that word out. It's going to rerun on cable. It'll be on YouTube. I think it's important for us to do a quick look back, but also more importantly, a look ahead to see how we're going to implement critical areas in the vision process. The other thing that is exciting, that is unfortunately gets attention this time of year only, but should be going on all the time. Again, I'm happy to announce that we're going to have the Mayor's Fitness Challenge again this year at the Romulus Athletic Center, starting Monday, January the 12th, through Monday, March 9th. The contestants who lose the highest percentage of body weight over an 8-week period, men's, women's divisions will be there. First place is a free family boarding pass, which is a great value, and fitness classes for the whole year. That's almost $1,000 value for that first place. Second place for individual memberships is a $261 value, and third place is 30 free fitness classes, $180 value. It's really just about getting healthy. You know, it's natural that after the holidays, people start to, okay, I'm going to get on my diet, I'm going to get on my game plan. We need to do it all year long, but with myself and with the RAC, if we can get people started right and they can continue that and make it habit, that's really what it's about, trying to make things healthy as a habit. We don't even have to think about them. I'm trying to do the same. I think it's important. Our body is our temple, and we got to take care of it. So please participate if you want information. The number is 734-942-2223, and that'll get you to the RAC to get enrolled in that program. So please come out and support it if you can. It's a good opportunity. On the sad note, I do have one request, Mr. Chairman, for a memorial resolution. I got a call. A gentleman who is a past resident named Jim LeBlanc passed away. His family, some of you may remember, had a dairy here in town, and they moved down to the Monroe area, and he passed away today. And he's at the Merkel's Funeral Home in Monroe. There's visitations Tuesday and Wednesday from 2 to 8 there, and a funeral at the funeral home on Thursday if you're interested. So if I could please get a memorial resolution
moved,
for the
Mr. Chairman.
family.
It's been motioned by Mr. Wadsworth, supported by Mr. Kraut, for a memorial resolution for Jim LeBlanc.
And just a quick comment. Jim worked for at the airport for American Airlines for I think 35 years. I see him on a daily basis. He was a very nice person, very nice. Sorry to hear he passed.
Okay. Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Mr. Kraut?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Ms. Makowski?
Yes.
Ms. Choate?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Thank you, council. A couple quick action items before you under 5A. I have a request to concur with the administration and authorize a sole source purchase, a set of rolling panel backdrops for Uniset Company LLC. The amount is $13,507.62, and those funds come out of the Cable Department capital outlay account.
Mr. Chair, if I may,
Yes, Ms. Makowski?
I move that we do approve the sole source purchase, noting that this product was only available from this single vendor. That's the only reason there was a sole source request.
Support.
Been motioned by Ms. Makowski, supported by Ms. Roscoe, to concur with the administration to authorize the sole source purchase of a set of rolling panel backdrops from Uniset Company LLC in the amount of $13,507.62. Any other discussion? Hearing none, roll call vote. Ms. Makowski?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Mr. Kraut?
Yes.
Ms. Choate?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, your motion approved.
Thank you, council. Next and last item is 5B. As you recall, we had a study session on this. This came from some of our visioning work. A lot of work was put into this. This is my request to have you approve the 2014 through 2019 City of Romulus Parks and Recreation Master Plan, which has a lot of great work that we want to do in that.
So moved, Mr. Chairman, for the Parks and Recreation Plan of 2014 and through 2019. Is this the first reading?
First reading.
Yes.
All right, the first reading.
It's an introduction.
It's been motioned by Mr. Wadsworth, supported by Ms. Roscoe, for the request approval of the 2014 to 2019 City of Romulus Parks and Recreation Master Plan. Any discussion? Yes, Ms. Abdo.
Yes, I just want to thank Julie Waitoko for all the work that went into this. I sit on the Recreation Commission, so I firsthand know how much work and dedication she's put into this, and you've done a great job. Thank you.
Thank you. And if I could piggyback on that, Mr. Chairman, I mean, Julie and her whole team, Tanya, the commission, a lot of work went into it. You know, when I would read through the document and they would go back and tweak, I mean, I think they hit a home run with this. And this allows us to now do the things that are possibly in this, as any master plan does. But we had a lot of people that really worked hard and contributed, so a lot of good work from Julie and her team. Thank you.
Mr.
Thank
Chair,
you.
if I just may
Yes, Ms.
also
Makowski.
add, I do appreciate after the study session that our suggestions for revision were incorporated, so thank you very much.
Thank you,
We listen. We want feedback.
Yep,
Yes.
appreciate
Thank
that.
you.
thank you. Roll call. Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Ms. Makowski?
Yes.
Mr. Kraut?
Yes.
Ms. Choate?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Thank you, council. And that concludes my report.
Thank you.
6A is the clerk's report. Under 6A1, second reading and final adoption is Budget Amendment 1415-12. This is the Community Development Block Grant. This budget amendment was introduced for first reading at the council meeting of December 22nd, 2014.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Ms. Roscoe?
I'll make that motion for second reading and final adoption of Budget Amendment 14/15-12, Community Development Block Grant.
Support.
Motion by Ms. Roscoe, supported by Ms. Makowski, for second reading and final adoption of Budget Amendment 14/15-12, Community Development Block Grant. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call vote. Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Ms. Makowski?
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Mr. Kraut?
Yes.
Ms. Choate?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
Item 6A2 for second reading and final adoption, and this is to add Section 36-359 to Article 7, which is offenses against public safety, Division 3, false requests for services of the Romulus Code of Ordinances. This ordinance amendment was introduced for first reading at the council meeting of December 22nd, 2014.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Ms. Makowski?
I move that we approve the second reading and final adoption of this Section 36-359 as described by Madam Clerk.
Support.
Been motion by Ms. Makowski, supported by Ms. Roscoe, for second reading and final adoption to add section 36-359 to Article 7, offenses against public safety, Division 3, false requests for services, Romulus Code of Ordinance. Any discussion? Roll call vote. Ms. Makowski.
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe.
Yes.
Mr. Wadsworth.
Yes.
Mr. Kraut.
Yes.
Ms. Choate.
Yes.
Ms. Abdo.
Yes.
Chair votes yes, motion approved.
And line item 6A3, the financial director, Suzanne Marino, is requesting a one-hour study session with council for Monday, January 12th, 2015. This would be a one-hour study session from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m., and this is to discuss the general audit for fiscal year ending in June 30th, 2014.
So moved for January 12th, it's from 6 to 7 p.m.
Support.
Motion by Mr. Wadsworth, supported by Ms. Abdo, for a one-hour study session. Request from Director Suzanne Marino on January the 12th, 2015, at 6 p.m. to 7. Mr. Wadsworth.
Yes.
Ms. Abdo.
Yes.
Ms. Choate.
Yes.
Mr. Kraut.
Yes.
Ms. Makowski.
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe.
Yes.
Chair votes yes, we will have our study session.
That's the last agenda item under the clerk's report. For your information, you have in your packet a notice of hearing from DTE. This hearing is scheduled for Tuesday, January 13th, 2015, at 10 o'clock a.m. At the Michigan Public Service Commission, located at 7109 West Saginaw Highway. This is in Lansing, and this is a pre-hearing conference to set future hearing dates and decide other procedural matters. And with that, that does conclude the clerk's report. And moving on to 6B, the treasurer's report.
Good evening, council, mayor, clerk, and deputy clerk, as well as the audience. I have a couple things on my agenda today. First, I want to remind taxpayers that the taxes are due February 14th. However, that is a Saturday, and you will actually have until Tuesday, February 17th to pay your property taxes. Monday, February 16th is a holiday. So again, you will have until Tuesday, February 17th to pay your taxes. So I will continue to remind you that until that day. Also, I would like to remind everyone that the deputy and I will be going to training at the end of this week and beginning of next week for income tax training, because we do prepare income taxes for the disabled, seniors, and low income over at the senior center. You can contact them to schedule an appointment if you are interested. There will be more information on that and reminders as well. And finally, on Monday, January 19th, 2015, we are celebrating Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. There is a meet at the middle school that will begin at 7:30. There will be a shuttle service provided from Romulus High School to the middle school from 7 a.m. to 7:45. The walk will begin at 7:30 at the middle school. And then, the walk will begin at 8. You can meet at 7:30, the walk will begin at 8, and then there will be a breakfast at the high school, and at 9:30, the celebration in the Romulus High School auditorium. If you have any questions, you can contact Reverend Arthur Willis at 313-701-2423, or our clerk, Ellen Craig Bragg, at 734-955-4545. Again, that's Monday, January 19th. Thank you.
Thank you, Stacy Page.
Okay, number 7 is public comment, and this is a portion of our meeting where those in the audience could have an opportunity to have remarks or make comments. If you'd like to make comments, please raise your hand after being acknowledged by our chairman. Approach the podium, state your name and your address, and please limit your comments to 3 minutes. Thank you. And we do not have any written requests.
Any other comments from the audience? Okay, yes.
Good afternoon, Mayor, Council, citizens of the City of Romulus. My name is Gina Wilson Stewart, address 10748 West Jefferson, River Rouge. And I just wanted to thank you guys for your support for selecting the Telegram newspaper to be the interim official newspaper for the month of January to represent the city of Romulus. Thank you very much.
Are there any other comments? Okay, we'll close that part out.
Number 8 is unfinished business. Number 9 is new business. Number 10, communication.
Mr. Chair, if I may,
Yes, Ms. Makowski?
it's time to talk about the library again. I'd like to let you know that the Friends of the Library are having a used book sale January 8th through the 10th. The 8th is a Thursday, the hours are 12 to 8, and then Friday the 9th and Saturday the 10th, the hours will be 12 to 4. The funds that the Friends of the Library make go towards programming, like upcoming programs like family movie nights, preschool story time, toddler story time, all of those are happening in the next weeks. It supports the adult winter reading program, and then such email basic and online safety computer classes. So they have a book sale quarterly, and it's generally the second weekend of the month, January, April, July, October. Please put that on your list of things to do to purchase some books. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other,
I had a question
Yes,
for Ms.
yes.
Makowski for the library. Do they have e-books checkout?
Yes, they do.
Do you?
Matter of fact, we talked about that at the library board meeting tonight. The fact is that a lot of people don't really know we've got e-books and e-magazines and music and all sorts of great stuff. You can go to the library website and look, and we're talking about putting on some classes because I know probably a lot of people got e-readers, Nooks or Kindles or tablets for Christmas, and we're going to teach them how to use the library. It's free. You just need a library card, so
Very good.
check out the website.
any other communications? If not, I don't have my hat tonight. Kind of disappointed. I thought I was gonna have my hat on tonight and cheering for the Lions. But we tried, so we'll try to do it next year. Thanks for all your support. And, next year, maybe we can go to the Super Bowl. Thank you.
Maybe next year.
Maybe next year. Thank you.
Stand by.
And with that, number 11 is adjournment.
So moved.
Support.
It's been motioned by Mr. Wadsworth, supported by, who supported that? I'm sorry.
Harry was first.
Mr. Kraut? Mr. Wadsworth? Mr. Kraut?
Yes.
Ms. Choate?
Yes.
Ms. Roscoe?
Yes.
Ms. Abdo? Chair votes yes. We are adjourned, and thank you.